Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. If you're new here, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I balance working a 9 to 5 along with content creation. So I've been creating content for a few years now and I like to stay consistent on social media, and I want to share with you guys how I've been able to manage my time, how I basically remain consistent, and how I'm basically doing both. If this is something that you'd like to see, hear about, then please be sure to keep on watching. Let me just give you a breakdown of what my typical day is like while working a 9 to 5 and content creation as well. So I normally go into the office say 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how my schedule is looking. And depending on if I have a meeting in the office or if I need to be in the office, then I'll go into the office. But normally say roughly around 3 times a week. I'll get to work say around 9:30 and I'll normally leave work say around 5:30. When I leave work, I normally go to the gym because I just like going to the gym. It's just something that I'm gonna have into my routine. Normally I'll spend around say 2 hours, about 2 hours at the gym. When I come back home, you can imagine I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I've been up from after 6 or whatever time I get up. So once I get back from the gym, sometimes I'll come home and cook. If I didn't meal prep the Sunday, then I have to come home and make my dinner. And then other times, if I do still have like that ball of energy in me, I normally spend the time to do some editing. I normally spend the time to do a little bit of filming if I want to film like an evening routine, or I normally spend the time just chilling because I'm so tired. So I just use the time to chill. So that's typically how like my day would look. Sometimes depending on what I'm doing throughout the day. Of course, if I have plans after work, I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm just gonna go to wherever my plan is. So when it comes on to fitting my content into that plan now throughout the week, I will use that time whenever I'm like commuting or whenever I have lots of random bursts of ideas to write down that idea that I have. Sometimes I'll also use my commute time to like edit my short form content as well because they're really quick to edit. I've been doing it for a while, so it's not something that will take me a lot of time to edit. Sometimes it's even make the journey fun as well because I'm like, okay, I'm like editing this video. It's like super entertaining, whatever, if I say so myself. Normally I have to commute over a little bit over 1 hour, so it is a lot of time for me to bang out a good amount of content just editing them. Sometimes even if I don't have time throughout the day to like respond to these emails, depending on how busy I am, sometimes to be fair, I have my email that I use for content creation open on my laptop at work, so I can bounce between the two and I'm like responding to emails here and there while I'm also responding to work emails and working as well. But if it is that I need to like 100% focus on like work like 9 to 5 and I don't really have that much time to like respond to these emails, sometimes again I do it when I'm like commuting, when I'm going to work, when I'm leaving work, or even in the evening as well. Maybe if I'm lying down on the sofa, then I have the time to respond to those emails and schedule them to send the next morning, say around 8 o'clock. That's how I say manage the email when it comes on to the email side of things. So when it comes on to the creating side of things, I normally utilize my weekends. So normally I don't really go out like that on the weekends because girl, she's home creating content. So I utilize my weekends to batch my content for the following week, or say for the following 2 weeks, depending on what I'm doing on the weekend. Sometimes I even have like 2.5 weeks worth of content that I've batched. So I utilize my weekends to like batch those content just so throughout the week I can focus on just me, like going to the gym, coming home, eating, just have like a stress-free time during the week as possible without having to think about content, while still being consistent and still posting those content as well. So honestly, that's how I've been doing it. That's what's been working for me so far, and I just try to utilize those times when I'm not really doing anything but still doing something. For example, times when I'm like say waiting in the train station, or times when I'm like just traveling, or times when I'm like just having my lunch. I'll utilize those times to just fit content creation into it, to do little things here or there to make my life a little bit easier. And the type of content that I create, I kind of create content around whatever I'm doing anyway, so that may be the thing that helps. When it comes on to my YouTube channel, these videos are normally film and edit during the weekend. I don't normally film during the week. So if you guys have been watching like my vlogs, you notice that my vlogs normally are on the weekends because throughout the week I just can't do it all. Like I need to find time to focus on my fitness, which is a big goal of mine. So I need to find time to focus on that. And I also have the 9 to 5 that takes up majority of my time. So if it is that I can utilize my weekend to do things like this, then I just do it. Which works for me. Like today, I'm batch creating a few content for my YouTube channel, and today is a Sunday. And I'm pretty much going to be filming 4 different videos on my YouTube channel. And if I have time throughout the week, then I will edit those videos. So say for the next coming Sundays, I don't really have to film separate videos. So I can utilize those days where I'm not really doing much. And I can utilize those days to like pretty much edit. So that's how I'd like to do it, and that's how I kind of like balance the two at the moment, which seems to work for me. As long as you're like very organized, you know what the goal is when it comes on to it, you're not trying to do it all, and you kind of like utilize the time that you have properly, then I think everything will be good. Like I said, some days you just don't feel like doing anything, other days you have the burst of energy. Always just go with that flow. That's what I do anyway. I have days, even in the evening, I'm like, oh, this energy is nice. Like, I could film how many videos right now? I'm gonna film it because I have the energy. I don't know if tomorrow the energy is gonna be there. If it's not there, at least I still have those content that I can like edit to post and still remain, say, consistent on the platforms as well. I know one of the things that will probably help me a lot with like the YouTube channel as well is to like outsource, but where I'm at now, I feel comfortable editing my own content, so I tend to like edit these content by myself. These content take a lot of time to edit, so it's very time consuming. So if you don't have that much time, I'll definitely recommend maybe trying to outsource, or if you have maybe like a family member or someone who can edit that video for you, then just do it. But like I said, the YouTube channel takes the longest to edit. The other content I can just edit on my commute. Sometimes in the morning I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna edit on this 1 hour commute. If I know that I have at least 5 videos to edit, I can edit all 5 of them on that commute, because it's very easy for me to do because I've been doing it for a while. If you guys haven't seen my video on how I film and edit, please go ahead and check it out. I also show like a little bit of behind the scenes as well. You might find that one helpful, just in case you kind of want to get an idea on how you can like, you know, manage the time yourself, how you can do this to kind of work for you. But yeah guys, there's literally no science behind what I do. I just do it. I do whatever like fits neatly within whatever I'm doing anyway, into my schedule, into my routine. And I basically try to like do things that's gonna benefit me. So for example, just batching the content on the weekends. Like if I don't do it on the weekends, throughout the week it's gonna be like, oh, I don't have any content to post. It does happen sometimes where I'm like doing way too much on the weekends. If I'm finding that I having to film YouTube videos and do like short form videos, sometimes it can be a lot. I try to like focus on one each time, so it's not too much. But like I mentioned, if I don't do it on the weekends, I'm not gonna be like consistent, because I literally just don't have any time throughout the week to like do it. Otherwise, some days when I work from home, I have that extra 1 hour or some, you know, you have a little bit of extra time here and there. Don't tell anybody, where you can just edit a little bit of content here and there, or you can film throughout the day. I like to like utilize those times as well. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. I hope you learn a thing or two. I hope you got like a few ideas as to how you can balance your 9 to 5 along with content creation as well. I hope you can see that it is possible. You don't have to quit one or quit the other. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, share this video with someone that is basically doing both and they're probably struggling or they need a little bit of extra help. Just share it with them, make them to say possible, you know. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Also, if you have any questions or any videos that you'd like to see from myself next, please be sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one. Bye.